This is super cool. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Look. And there I am. Aloha, cupcakes. I'm playing with the camera stuff today, and yeah, I'm finally comfortable working with some of the equipment that I've got now. Yes, I'm shooting on the Panasonic S1, and this camera's got a whole lot of equipment on it, and it's something that I'm used to working with. In fact, we're using my phone both as the follow focus control and as a camera monitor, and it's sitting here in front of me, and it's also a remote control, and I don't know, it does other stuff. I just haven't learned the other stuff. That's not what's important today. What's important today is that this is the Blackmagic OG. OG. And I finally have built I took a L bracket and drilled some holes in it and cut some metal off of it and shaved it, trimmed it, and beat the hell out of it. And then spray painted it, made it black again. And I probably should have videoed the whole process of me creating this, but I honestly didn't know if it was going to work. But now, the Blackmagic OG, which, here, this thing's got this cool little itty bitty freaking, oops. It's got this little pancake, okay, it's not little when it's all the way out, but I got this nifty little does the little focus thing, and I can take a video of the video that I'm shooting so that I could see me seeing me, and then I could shoot this of me, seeing the thing, doing some weird meta stuff. Also, I'm at 6% battery life because I've been having a blast playing with this thing. So, all right. Yeah, the battery life on this thing's not good. Probably something to do with this is a 10-year-old freaking camera. It's just my guess. But that's not the point. The point is that after a couple of weeks and after a lot of modification, fabrication, and parts that have been ordered, shipped back, tapered, tailored, brutalized, and just the overall search of trying to find what I thought would make this a functional camera. And you have to understand, I started off with a body. I picked this thing up off the Facebook Marketplace for a couple $100, and then it was like, okay, cool, how do I make it work? Well, then it's like, okay, well, there are batteries, but these batteries are holding a charge for like 5 minutes. There's a 12-volt power supply for it that has this tiny little microscopic pin that I already broke 2 of them. So probably need to do something to both reinforce the mount, which is why there's this thing, because it's the thing fits in there flush now, and I haven't figured out how I'm going to lock the mount on there, because I've seen there's different cable locks and everything like that, but then I got to drill holes and put threads into those holes, and then it's the idea that this camera and my phone essentially are about the same. Well, they're not the same size, but you get the idea. I wanted the idea of having a compact camera, and I wanted to play with this one because it shoots an amazing image. That is not to say that this is not going to be an amazing image out of this camera. It probably is. I hope it is. Am I even still in focus? Here, let's do the thing. Do the thing. Do the thing. This is another thing I have way too much fun playing with. I have a remote control for my focus, and I should not be as entertained by this as I am, but I am, because all of this stuff is fun for me, especially when I get to play with it versus when I actually have to do work with it. Because in a few minutes, I'm going to start painting again. And I've got a few projects that have to get pinstriped, and I have to try to video while I'm pinstriping them. I'm still doing a step-by-step of how I start with a canvas, and it turns from a white canvas into something useful. That's work. I mean, it's not like work, but you know what I mean. Like, I don't get to screw around with things. I don't get to test things. I don't get to potentially break things, make things. Well, I guess I'm making things. You know what? Both of my hobbies are jobs, and both of my jobs are hobbies. So, I mean, that's just kind of where I am with this. So getting to play with things is just as much fun as doing the thing and you getting to actually see whatever it is that I've created. And I guess that is what the message of this video is. Whatever it is that you do, like for me, for example, I worked at Verizon for a long time. I was in outside sales before that. and I was in retail before that. And I have always had gigs where either you worked your 8 hours and you're miserable, or you worked 12 hours and you had a blast. And it was all in how you took it and how you worked with it. So even on my worst days, so like, let's just say, for example, you worked at Verizon when the iPhone 5 launched. That was an almost 20-hour shift with close to 150 people at my front door. I may have drank 6 or 7 Red Bulls that day. And there's probably freaking no-dos and a Monster that got washed in there, and I probably ate like 11 Snickers bars, and all of the sugar and caffeine that it took in order for that day to happen. My team and I worked in the Point of Hills Verizon store that day, and yeah, it was a long shift, and it sucked. And we were so tired. I passed out on the floor of my living room that night. But it was one of the best shifts I've ever worked. And it took me years to realize later on that day could happen every day, just in how I did things, how I conducted myself, how I decided that today's going to be a fun day. I couldn't tell you how many times people came storming into our stores going, I want to speak to the manager. And it would be me. No apologies for that, by the way. Like, people would just walk in. I want to speak to the manager. You get me come walking up. What do you want, small human? But then it's like, okay, well, those days happen. Even those days were kind of fun, especially when the people would come in and they were kind of weird, because I'd have to mess with them. I'd have to ask them ridiculous questions. And the thing was, I learned how to make my worst days fun. And no matter what it is that I do now, whether it's my days at car shows where it's pouring down rain and it's cold and it's miserable and there's no way in hell I'm painting a car, even those days are still fun because I find some way of entertaining myself throughout the course of it. And whatever it is that you do, whatever your job is, whatever your hobby is, whatever your skill set of learning, whatever it is that you have to do with your existence, it's got to be a little bit fun, right? Otherwise it's awful. It's tedious. It's destructive. It wreaks havoc on all of your internal systems, and it's not worth doing at that point. Maybe taking on a position as a docent and being a ghost hunter inside of an abandoned prison is probably not the number one recommendation I have for you, but finding a weird gig that makes no freaking sense, that never in a million years would you think you should be doing this, maybe you should try it for a little while. Give yourself an idea of what it's like to just be outside of your own existence and have fun with it. And maybe that burnout that we all get to go through and that most of us never find a cure for, maybe it has a cure. You just didn't know it. And it took an idiot like me to be like, hey, dude, just go fucking do dumb things. And yes, that is genuinely the theme of my existence for the last decade, is to go do dumb things. Like, I went to the Rocky Horror Picture Show. I've seen Boy George play live. I love death metal, and there I was at a Boy George concert. I've been to a bunch of punk rock shows. I saw Cthulhu in a musical puppet format. That was... You know what? That's high up on my weird stuff list. And then I can't tell you the volume of places I've gone hunting ghosts. Or just run cameras for people that are hunting ghosts so I can watch them crash into things, which should not entertain me nearly as much as it does, but it does. Because I've learned how to find joy in all the stupid things that are my existence. Even laundry. I don't know, think about it. Maybe it helps you. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe I'm an idiot. Whatever. Tell me what you think about that concept in the comments of this video. Like, if that works, it works. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. I don't know, spit it out. Whatever you think about it. Write a book to me. I don't care. Give me something to read. That way I have more things to think about and or talk about during these talking head videos that I love so little. They are getting easier, by the way. I don't know if you remembered, I've been doing a video every day this month. And this talking to the camera thing, it's gotten a lot less awkward. And I don't feel as much like a lunatic in his garage talking to himself. I still feel like a lunatic in my garage talking to myself, but I think that was here before the camera. So it's getting better. I feel like I'm getting better at it. I hope that my editing is getting somewhat better. I know that the last video that I edited was just a beast because I didn't realize it took me 2 hours to paint the painting. So when I'm reviewing footage, it's like, oh wow, I have 2 hours of footage. I have to condense this down to a manageable format. So what you got was little 30-second clips here and there, and I cut out 95% of the video. So apparently it's time for some mowing of lawns and such. So I'm going to cut this video off. Let me know in the comments what you think about any of this. Even if I just suck at making my videos and I should quit, just let me know. Put it in the comments. Just unleash it. Unleash the beast. Also, if you are, in fact, going out and doing the thing, remember when I posted the video about doing the thing? I'll put that. I'll link to it. Whatever the thing is that you're going to do, I'm still getting comments. I'm still getting responses. I'm still getting stuff in my inbox. And I truly appreciate any and all of you who bothered to let me know what the thing was. I have 2 dudes that I've been talking to, like, pretty regularly that have almost complete cars at this point. Or they started with a pile of sheet metal, and now it looks like it resembles a car. It's probably got a long way to go. But it's so cool to see the progress of everybody else's work, and it helps motivate me to continue doing mine. So, by all means, let me know what the thing is that you're doing. Tell me how it's going. Make a video like this. Walk me through it. Just give me a tour. Like, post it publicly so that everyone else can see it too. But yeah, those are great videos. I've been thoroughly enjoying all of it, and thank you all for posting them. Post more, please. There's a few of you guys I haven't heard from in a couple of weeks, and I would really like to see what's going on with, because there's someone on here, someone who has maintained their anonymity towards this, and like even like their user ID, I think is user unknown, who is currently cutting out pieces of sheet metal to build the scales of a dragon, and they're welding the whole thing together. Please don't send that on Snapchat. Send that somewhere where I can go back and watch it again later, because I only got to watch that one the one time. And, like, 1, I didn't even know I still had a Snapchat profile. And 2, once it was gone and viewed, I couldn't see it again, and that was amazing work. So, whatever channel it is that you're watching me on, because I don't broadcast this on Snap, dude, fire back. Like, I want to see where you are with that dragon. That looked freaking amazing. So, and then the rest of you who keep telling me, I'm about to pick up a pinstriping brush, I'm going to start pinstriping. I will send you an Amazon link where you can get a starter kit. Just spend the $40 and go start, okay? Just, there's a, yeah, that's right. Alpha 6 makes a starter kit. It's only $40, roughly. And then like the tax, shipping, whatever. But it's enough for you to get started. I even posted a video about that so you can get some rough ideas as to what it is. I guess I will link that in this one as well. Yeah, a lot of references to old stuff. Fun times, right? Like, this has been good. I've enjoyed this. Like, I'm glad that other people are starting to get on board and do work. So, I guess we're not mowing lawns. I thought we were, and then just not. But maybe I should go mow mine. I don't know. I don't own a lawnmower, though. I have people. So, this... I should build a lawnmower. Hot rod it, do a crazy paint job on it so that no one will like it, and it'll just sit here in my garage forever. Nah. You know what? If somebody around Carson City wants their lawnmower decked out, let me know. I'm in. I got metal flakes in colors that you didn't even know existed. So, yeah, I'm down. So, yeah, get at me in the comments. Let me know what's going on. Tell me what projects you're working on. Give me more information, because, like, I sit here and watch YouTube for like a couple hours a day out of just while I'm waiting for things to upload and things to just go into my hard drive. Give me something to do other than work. I mean, yeah, you know what I mean by that. But do the thing. Stay moist, my friends. Ooh, look, the remote.